Hey Josiah, how you doing? Rick Mills with Execution Digital Marketing. Talk to you this morning. Like I said, I wanted to shoot you this quick video just to show you 3 tips and tricks to improve your online presence. If you want to use these yourself, I'm totally good with that. Obviously, I called you. But if you do want to talk or ask me any questions, I'd love to do that as well. All I ask is if you could leave me some sort of feedback, I'd really appreciate that. But without further ado, I want to jump in. 3 things. The first thing I want to talk about is content. Number 2, we'll talk about citations. And number 3, we'll talk about backlinks. So first and foremost, content, right? Obviously, I have your website pulled up here. Love this logo, by the way, very sharp. Just scrolling through your website here, rule of thumb with Google when it comes to content on your homepage, you want to have at least 1,500 words on your homepage. You have just about 100 words on your homepage. So I know 1,500 words might sound like a lot, but it's really not. At the end of the day, this is what we do for a living, and we do it day in and day out. So 1,500 words, 1,500 to 2,000 words on your homepage is really key. It's what Google, when their bots are scrolling websites throughout the World Wide Web, those are the websites that they're going to give authority to, and at the end of the day, rank you higher for your services on Google when people are searching for that. So that's content. Number 2, we'll talk about citations. So when we talk about Google and Google search, right, we talk about buyer intent keywords. So, when I go to Google here and I type in tree service, Spring, Texas, I know you're located in Kingwood. Obviously, Spring is a pretty big city right next to there. So I was going to use that as a buyer intent keyword. So when somebody types in tree service, Spring, Texas, the reason obviously we call this buyer intent, if somebody types this in, they obviously live in or near Spring and they need their trees fit, they need their tree work done. So when the first thing folks are going to see, obviously the first thing people are going to see on this Google search are these ads, and ads are fine. It's obviously can get frustrating, and depending on who you're using for that, the return on investment might not be there. And what we really try to do is get organic traffic to your site. So the next thing folks are going to do after they see these ads, they're going to scroll down and see these first 3 businesses. This right here is what we call the Google Map Pack. It has several different names, so you may have heard your Google Business Profile. But these 3 businesses are getting a ton of business just for being on this page for this search term. Okay, and where citations come into play, and all a citation is your name, address, and phone number the way it's listed on the web. And so when Google, again, when their bots are scrolling to see which websites and which companies they should give authority to, the businesses with the right citations and the most citations is going to win there. So what we do is I have tools where I can go in and see, okay, where are these? Where's Texas Tree Elite? Where's High Point Tree Care? Spring Tree Service? What citations are they signed up for? And we make sure that your business is signed up with those same citations. So again, those citations could be, your Home Advisor account, your Facebook page. Those are very obvious citations, but there's hundreds of them. And so what we do is we make sure that you're in those citations, and then we double down and we make sure that you're in, as many more citations than these competitors as we can get you in, and that'll get us ranked in this top 3. And again, what that's going to equal for you is a lot of business, because these guys are getting a lot of business because, again, it's first and foremost when somebody's typing tree service, Spring, Texas in. Okay, so that's citations. Lastly, what I wanted to talk about was backlinks. So I'm gonna go over here. This is a software that I pay $4,500 a month for. It's called Ahrefs. But what I'm able to do with this is I'm able to put your website in and really be able to look at what's good, bad, what's working, what's not. Okay, so first and foremost, when I go back to your website, as you can see here, let me scroll this up a little bit. There we go. You see how it says not secure here? So your website is not secure. That means that hackers can get into it and mess with it if they want to. But even more importantly than that, because at the end of the day, there's not a lot of hackers that are gonna hopefully not hack your website, but Google sees that as well, and they're not going to give a good score to a website that's not secure. So that's first and foremost. We can do that, very easily in terms of securing your site. But when we go back to this, your reading here, as you can see, we don't have any data here whatsoever. You're not getting any grades from Google. There are no backlinks here. That's what this column usually gives us, the number of backlinks that you have. All a backlink is your website that is linked from other websites. So in your service, we'd be going after powerful backlinks. And what those backlinks do, once we get your website linked to these other websites that have something to do with tree services, home services, so on and so forth, that's going to give power to your website. And so when, again, not to sound like a broken record, but when Google's scrolling these things and their bots are trying to see what sites are good for their customers, and Google's customers are the people that are searching on their platform, they're going to see your site because your site's going to have more power with more backlinks. It's also not ranking you for any organic keywords. And those organic keywords, again, are those buyer intent keywords. So what I wanted to do was, let's go back to this Google search. So obviously you've got these 3 companies here in the Google search. And then what people are going to do is scroll down to see what local businesses are in their service area that they can call and, either get a quote or call you for service. So we don't look at like the Yelp directories and the Angies. That's the first couple on here. But let's go to the first local business that's on this first page of Google search for this search term. And you're going to see Texas Tree Elite. You might know of them, you might not. But they are on the first page, and I'll show you here in a second. They're getting a lot of business out of that. But what I want to show you, so I punched Texas Tree Elite into this software, and as you can see, so they've got a little grade. They've got some numbers here for their grade. They have 12 backlinks, so that means they're getting 12 backlinks from 7 different websites. Again, a lot of words. For all this means is we're just trying to get more keywords searched on your site. So when I punch into these 76 organic keywords that they're ranking for, I'll show you here. So when we punch in here, we're looking for buyer intent words. Here's the second one on their list, tree service, Spring, Texas. You see that here. Okay, and I'll just explain to you kind of how this works. So what this number is here, this is the volume of searches per month for that keyword. So 150 people are typing in tree service, Spring, Texas per month. Okay, and what that is giving them, Texas Tree Elite, is 10 people out of those 150 that are searching are going directly to their site to get their phone number, to fill out a form, submit, so on and so forth. So they're getting 10 clients a month at whatever their cost per job is. I'm sure that's a good amount of revenue, and that's just one keyword that they're ranking for. So I just wanted to give you a little idea of kind of what we do and honestly how I can help you. I really think that I could help your business if it's something that you want and you want to get more customers. I'd love to talk to you further. So hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you got something out of it, and I will follow up with you tomorrow. Hopefully you're able to watch this video, but I'll follow up and see if you have any questions. All right, thanks so much, Josiah. Have a great day, and we'll talk soon.